Hello everyone, welcome to the Truth Hurts channel. Red flag number 372, how to punish a narcissist. Please listen to all sides of the Punisher argument.
Can you state for the court any pre-existing opinion, any at all, that you may hold for the defendant, Frank Castle?
You mean the Punisher? I think he's an animal. A sick, twisted, venal...
Hero. That's what we should be calling him. Doing the things the cops won't do. Frank Castle is
a grotesque insult to the Second Amendment. A fascist without the authority. If you ask me, people like Frank Castle ought to be...
applauded for putting all the thieves and muggers and rapists in the morgue where they belong. Let those bastards feel scared walking down the street for a change.
It's like the only thing protecting us is Frank.
Everybody has an opinion about Frank Castle.
It's New York, Mr. Nelson. Everybody has an opinion about everything.
Frank Castle wanted to help, but he took it too far. He shot people. He killed people. It's against the law. And he broke that law many, many times. Now, I don't like him any more than you do, but here's the thing. He's not a common criminal. He's not malicious in intent. Frank Castle is actually a good man. He doesn't know the difference between right and wrong anymore, and he doesn't need punishment for that. He needs help. Our help. That's the kind of man Frank Castle is. And now you have to decide what kind of jury you want to be. No further questions.
Your Honor, can I say something?
You may.
You know, those people, ones that put down people I killed. I want you to know that I do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a charade, it's an act. There's bullshit about how crazy I am. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy, okay? I know what I did. I know who I am. And I do not need your help. I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind, and any scumbag, any lowlife, any maggot piece of shit that I put down, I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. You people, you call me the Punisher, ain't that right? The big bad Punisher. Here I am. You want it?
Remove the witness.
I am the Punisher. I'm right here. You want it? I'll give it to you. And anybody who came here today, hear me whine, hear me beg, please kiss my ass. You hear me? I'm guilty. My plea, Judge. I'm guilty. You hear me? I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'll kill every one of them. I'll kill every single one.
One aspect of narcissism is no one takes it seriously until it happens to them. Thus, the understanding of the phenomenon is limited. The betrayal of someone you love and trusted torments your soul.
I knew. I always knew in the back of my mind that she had been with somebody else. But never in a million lifetimes did I think that you was gonna be that self-serving, backstabbing bastard.
Hollywood gets its material from true life stories, so take these clips seriously. Victims suffering PTSD from narcissistic abuse will tell you, you are never the same again. The trauma can change child innocence into a cold-blooded killer.
I want to be a killer. Can you help?
Luis Sandoval. I was 9 when he had my parents killed. In front of me.
So all this? Dad killed him, the clues weren't for us at all. It was all for him.
It was the only way to track him down.
And you needed us to put it all in the press.
Yes, but it took you so fucking long.
Goddamn. You've had to be really determined. Very focused, huh?
Not focused enough. This morning, he took the last piece of me.
You sent the man a message. He sent you one right back.
And now I'm gonna finish it.
Rage alters benevolence and humanity, and creates an avenging spirit in which Greek mythology calls fury. The person that existed is dead, and a more hardened, bitter individual surfaces. People watching you will judge you as crazy because you can't get over it. They don't have a clue how you feel, but feel they can handle it better than you. That's the same thinking of they will be a better soldier than a war veteran.
I'm a soldier, man. I've been trained for combat. They're shooting! They're shooting! Somebody's shooting! Get your ass down, boy! I thought you were trained for combat. Yeah, I was. But I ain't never been in it.
I'm not crazy. I'm focused. With a purpose. Anytime you cause people to think beyond what they know, they will think you crazy. The world is round. You're crazy. One day there'll be a man in the moon. You're crazy. One day there'll be a black president. You're crazy. Let's make a law to no hold narcissists accountable. You're crazy. Small minds can't comprehend critical thinkers. To be great, you have to be willing to be mocked, hated, and misunderstood. And in many cases, stand alone in your beliefs. Recently, there was a woman I was highly interested in. Sadly, I had to dismiss her because she didn't understand my passion and wanted me to abandon my quest for Lilith's Law. That ain't happening. Not on my watch. You are either on my side, by my side, or in my way. And God help those who get in my way. Now here's the controversy. No one wants to take on the narcissist. If you truly experience narcissistic abuse, then it's your duty to make sure the abuse doesn't happen to someone else. Some victim mindsets are, I learned the hard way. Let someone else learn the same way. That's a selfish way to be. It's not just about revenge. It's about stopping them. Fantasyland. Oh, just be the better person and walk away and be happy. That just gives the narcissist the opportunity to wreak havoc on someone else's life. Being the better person is preventing the narcissist from doing it again to someone else. Prime example. Lilith did the very same thing to me she's done to her first husband. Had her first husband exposed her as I have, she would be unable to hurt anyone else. Lilith can't keep a man because of my video exposure. Her dates think me a parasite at first. Then, when they see what I'm talking about, they realize she's nothing but a dirty side piece. Now I know not everyone is a vindictive bastard like I am. But if there was a Lilith's Law, her behavior would be registered like a pedophile. Pedophiles physically rape children. Narcissists emotionally rape anyone. Both leaving horrible scars. The real world. If you caught someone molesting your child, you would attempt to kill them. Why? To punish them and prevent them from molesting another child. The moment you took matters into your own hands, you demonstrated personal justice and became a vigilante. However, vigilantes are not socially accepted. Therefore, we need a law that's going to support victims seeking justice. Prime example. You unexpectedly caught your significant other cheating. You instinctively Pushed him. Not even hit. Push. If police see that, you go to jail for assault.
Yes, she is. Watch.
No, she ain't.
Watch.
I
Watch.
wish she would.
Watch.
I wish she would.
Well, put you under arrest there for assault. All right, let's take care of this one.
Yeah, this is more.
Sit down there.
Female search for Charlie 143 at 3424.
To get the story a little bit more straight, my client and I came in here to bust her boyfriend, who was cheating on her. They've been together for 3 years. The third party, we actually had some information on her that she was flown out here from Lithuania to work at his insurance office. They've been together since then, and he's been cheating on her. We come to confront them. They call the police on us. Now my client is detained in handcuffs and sitting in the back of a police car. Our suspect, who was cheated on her in the first place, is now sitting there not in handcuffs, and she's in trouble. Sucks.
For doing what any jilted human being would do in that instance, while the antagonist freely walks away. That's wrong on so many levels that it's not justice. Frank Castle. In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive. It's an emotional response. No, not vengeance, punishment. Lilith's law will force cops to only detain you till you calm down, then release you. I'm not telling you to kill anyone. If killing arts were legal, I swear to God, I'd do it for you. I wouldn't even take a lunch hour. This is a narcissistic world we live in, and we have to become less empathetic to deal with it.
You better wake up. The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. There is another world beneath it, the real world. And if you want to survive it, you better learn to pull the trigger.
We need to take the fight to them and not wait for you, personally, to be fucked with, to do something about it. We need to put an end to this abuse together. Everything about narcissism is extreme. Thus, it takes extreme measures to deal with it.
You said you wanted to know how to get Capone. Do you really want to get him? You see what I'm saying? What are you prepared to do?
Everything within the law.
And then what are you prepared to do? If you open the ball on these people, Mr. Ness, you must be prepared to go all the way. Because they won't give up the fight until one of you is dead.
I want to get Capone. I don't know how to get him.
Want to get Capone? Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way. And that's how you get Capone.
Narcissists are monsters, gangsters, demonic, selfish creatures whose purpose is to destroy you.
I want that son of a bitch dead. I want him dead. I want him dead. I don't care. What am I, alone in this world? Did I ask you what you're trying to do? Did I ask you what you're trying to do? Please. I want you to get this fuck where he breathes. I want you to find this Nancy boy, Eliot Ness. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his ass.
You cannot fight monsters with empathy. Try arresting a gangster without a gun and see what happens to you.
Oh.
You cannot fight killers without killing them. You have to get on their level to dispense justice. Justice is compelling someone to answer to make restitution for some crime or violation. Punishment is the actual meting out of justice. There is only one way to punish a narcissist. Expose them. I'm going to go slow with this example because I want you to thoroughly understand this on how it's done. 1. Expose the lies so narcissists can't say, I never said that. Here's the so-called YouTube life coach Kill Jezebel telling people I have no life outside of YouTube and my books are no good. 2. Expose the lies with the truth. Here's a world-known publishing company offering me a contract I'm signing this month, which gives me agent representation, gives the book a new look, and financial backing power. Here's the reason for that offer. Dear Mr. Benjamin, regarding The Narcissist, your manuscript was brought to our attention at our latest editorial book meeting where we discussed its potential and the possibility of it being published. Having read all the reports and taken notes of editors' opinions, I can confidently state that your work was an insightful representation of various situations that occurred, which will encompass the overall theme of this work. Readers will find themselves becoming fully immersed in the turn of events that will allow them to remain enthralled by the events that ensue. From beginning to the end, this well-written work continues to bring unsettling circumstances to the forefront, leaving readers captivated until the ultimate conclusion. 1. Expose the lies so narcs can't say, I never said that. Again, here's Kill Jezebel telling people pay me no attention. I'm not going back to school. 2. Expose the lies with the truth. Here's my certification for making the Dean's List and my recent approval for my associate's degree for interdisciplinary studies. Does this make a liar out of Jezebel? Oh yes, it does. What do liars do when they get caught lying? They get shamed into dumbfounded silence with a goofy stare. Duh! When narcs tell lies about you, you tell the truth about them. Narcs depend on your silence to continue their reign of abuse. We have to reveal every dirty thing they do, so unexpected people will see what they're capable of and won't be duped by their false self. After exposing them, we need a law to represent us, to hold them accountable for restitutions. We cannot stop narc behavior, but we can damn sure make narcs regret it. I'm asking you to read, sign, and support me with implementing Lilith's law. Once this law goes into effect, I assure you, victims will recover quicker by having a sense of vindication. Because that's what it's all about. Being able to see the narc get theirs. Seeing them shamed in front of their family and friends and co-workers brings blissful satisfaction. Humiliate them till they get enraged.
Happens from then on. At least it's over.
I can't wait for this to be on TV.
Ridiculous. Stop.
I can't wait for this to be on TV.
You're pathetic that
and
you
for
did
your
that
mom
to me.
and
You're
dad. See what
you.
I can't wait. It'll be satisfying.
Seriously,
It'll be
that's
so nice.
ridiculous.
Security,
Oh, look at this. Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch.
Hold up.
Hey, Brooke. They're better than you anyway.
Yeah, really. You're mean.
Narcs will be forced to change their behavior.
I want to apologize to my wife and my kids for being caught in a situation that was very detrimental to my relationship.
Freaking out.
No.
Hey, don't get freaking out.
What do you want to do?
I can't believe you.
I'm sorry you got hurt.
I'm
sorry you got hurt.
You got me into the midst of this.
Get my rings.
Let me out of here.
I don't need this. Do you need this?
No. If that makes you happy.
That's your wife of 30 years. I would hope that would make her happy,
Whatever
man.
makes you happy.
Yes,
Okay?
that's what makes me happy.
All right, we'll
you
talk
being
about
at home is what makes me happy.
This was not the place to do this.
Where else was it? This is where y'all at?
Not the place to do this.
It don't
not
matter.
on my job. After the consultation, I've not tried to contact Rita or even talk to her in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm trying to get my relationship with my wife back together. This here was a wake-up call for anybody that's, trying to play the camel on both ends. Don't do it. Don't do it. Take my word for it. Don't do it. It ain't worth it.
But since they don't want to change, they will be forced to relocate to start a new life. But state registries will give them nowhere to hide. I'm asking you to ask your favorite life coaches on YouTube, why aren't they supporting a law to make narcissistic abuse a crime, along with the 2,321 people demanding it? And listen to the senseless responses they provide if they don't ignore or block you. I'm willing to be that person. I want to be the person that makes punishment available for emotional abuse. I will personally escort Lilith's law petition to the Senate after the COVID crisis. For all you pacifists that want to say, leave it alone, sas fas parcellum peccabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war.